Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Dr. Muhammad Zaini. My name is Nur Atira binti Sharudin and I am from section 5. Today I will explain about the program that I have run to determine mass flow rate and also volume flow rate. I am very grateful and a bit of happy because this project to find the problem related to the fluid mechanics, because I love the fluid mechanics subject. And for your information, fluid mechanics is the study of study of the fluid in motion. The solution in fluid mechanics basically involving to calculate various properties of the fluid, such as a velocity, pressure, and a flow rate. And for your information, I will explain a little bit definition of mass flow rate and also volume flow rate. Mass flow rate is the amount of the mass flowing through a cross section per unit time and denoted by m dot. This m dot. And the volume flow rate is defined as the volume of the fluid flowing through a cross section per unit time. And my objective for my project, first I want to solve the problem of engineering application in C language related the fluid mechanics. Yes, I have achieved the objective. Second, to determine the mass flow rate and volume flow rate. Third, to apply how to using a function, if else, and for in C language. And in this flowchart, I have used at least 4 loops and 2 functions. And then the methodology that I used in this task is using program in DEVC and a flowchart. Explain before create a program to solve the problem. I draw a flowchart that known as a pseudocode, and the flowchart will explain on how the flow will go and how to insert the value and a variable into the equation. And the flowchart have several boxes that have a different meaning, and it must be placed on the right place to give the best solution or best flowchart. And here for my project, I want to find the mass flow rate and volume flow rate. And for your information, this is the formula of mass flow rate, which is mass of fluid over time, and volume flow rate, Q, is a volume of flow rate over time. And at here I use 3 variables, which is mass. I use the range is 5 kilogram to the 10 kilogram, and for time I use for both flow rate is same, which is 3 second to 7 second. And for the volume, the range is from 3.7 to 5.7 liter. Okay, then I use in this flowchart. Okay, I will explain the flowchart. First we start with the start, the icon start, and then we put the process as I said before. We want to find the mass flow rate and also the volume flow rate. So we put here. So in here, mass flow rate, I will choose 5/3, and the volume flow rate is 3.7/3. And then we will put the user will put the input, which is the user want to get type. In this flowchart, I have a 2 type, which is type M dot, which is M dot is the mass flow rate, and then type Q. Type Q is a volume flow rate. And then here, if the user want to type N, the flowchart or the program will definitely go to find the range of mass. In here, if yes, we'll go to the range of mass, which is mass more or equal than 5 or less than 10. If yes, it will straightly go to the range of time, which is more than 3 seconds or equal or less than 7 seconds. If yes, it will show the process of flow rate equal to B. In this flowchart, in this area, I put the function, which is it can be seen here. The function is float B in bracket float mass and float time, which is B is a mass over time, and I can say that the B is actually the mass flow rate, and it will go to the next process, which is if the mass flow rate equal to if the mass flow rate equal not equal less than flow rate, it will go to the increment of T, and the process will repeat here. And then if before, as I said before, if yes, the process will go until here, but if not, the process will have increment in mass, and the process will repeated until the stopping condition. The stopping condition may be in this range, in these two range. And if first, if the user get no no if the user put the value of mass not in this area, not in this value, it will straightly go to display m dot. Yeah, terus. And then for here the second part of my flowchart is to determine type Q. This is if yes, go to this, if no, go to type Q, which is type Q is a volume flow rate. And then do the same thing as the upper part. The flowchart will, if yes, it will go to the range of volume, which is the range is more than 3.7 or equal, or less than 5.7. And if yes, it will go to the range of the time, which is 3 seconds, which is more than 3 seconds or less than 7 seconds. And if yes, it will show the process of flow rate C. And at here, and at this part, I also put the sum function, which is float C in bracket is a float volume, float time, float C, and C is actually volume over time. And we can conclude that C is the volume flow rate. And if the volume flow rate is less than flow rate, it will continue to have increment in T. And same the process if the value of volume is not this range, it will display Q, and it will go to N like this, display N and straightly go to the N. That means the process will be N. And if the type Q, the user put wrong input, and it will return 0. That's my all about the project. Now I will explain about the conclusion. In this project, I find yes, it is very hard for me to run the program, because I think my basic in programming is weak, and I do hope that doctor can accept my project, because I think yes, because I think I do my very best to complete the task. And by completing this task, I agree that programming is very related to engineering field, and I think my knowledge in programming C has increased, and I do a lot of revision to completing the task, and I hope it will help me in my final examination ahead. Okay, I do really enjoy learn programming in this in this semester, and I am very thankful to doctor to help me in this subject. Thank you.